Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 6 is want to present about officer in charge of watch OOW. Introduction. What is officer on watch OOW? OOW is a officer assigned to navigate the ship when the ship leaves the port and during the voyage and when entering the port. Officers also who have been appointed as OOW will carry out CO responsibility while on duty. Who is involved as OOW? All officers with the rank of junior lieutenant and above in an APMN ship will be appointed as OOW, except commanding officer and executive officer. When does duty start? The TSOOW begins when the ship starts to leave the port and sail towards the place that has been planned. CO will plan the voyage before sail and this planning is called passage planning. Passage planning drawn up by the navigation officer NO and agreed by CO. Why NO create passage planning? Firstly, for the ship to sail safely to the planned place safely. Secondly, to calculate the ship oil consumption. And thirdly, to see the weather condition and the safe passage of the ship. Where is the duty location? Duty location will be on the ship, bridge, and monitor the crew during the voyage. Bridge team will have four. First, OOW as an officer on watch. Second, RP, radar plotter. Third, RO, radar operator, and lastly, NO, we call it navigation officer. Location duty. The officer on duty on the bridge will always keep watch on the bridge and will not move from the bridge as long as the watch duty is not over. But if there is an incident where the bridge is damaged, the officer in charge of the bridge will move to the emergency conning position. Duration of OOW supervisor duty. First, will be on duty for 2 or 4 hours depending on which watch the officer is on duty. Second, the deck duty officer needs to underline the last entry, the OOW notebook, put signature and fill the columns in the ship logbook. And third, the officer will be considered to have taken over the duties when the officer state, I have the ship.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Sadatul Atirah binti Muhammad Saidi. For the slide, bridge watchkeeping certificate, the point first state that the officer needs to obtain a bridge watchkeeping certificate to qualify him to work and bear responsibility as a bridge officer. Then the second point state that the certificate is awarded and confirmed by the commanding officer of the ship to the officer after the demonstrating competence in performing duties. This state that the certificate is crucial because it signifies the officer to bear responsibility on the bridge of the ship later. For the second slide is responsibilities of the officer on duty. It has 7. The first one is have true knowledge of rule of road. Second, able to keep the ship safe and knowledgeable about the emergency steering system. Can identify potential hazard or accident and be knowledgeable to avoid the accident happen in future. Then the fourth one is being able to ensure that the ship is always on the right course. Fifth, knowledgeable about ship propulsion system, about the power and ship ability level. And the next one is have good knowledge to ensure the safety of ship in port in any weather. Then the last one is being able to calculate and anticipate the next ship position. So the responsibility of the officer on duty is important because it play an important role to ensure the safe and effective operation for the crew and the ship. The third slide is additional duties officer on passage duty. There are six. First, direct to publicize the warning. Direct damage control, status change and condition. The third one is take quick action during a man overboard situation. Fourth, control the usage of navigation light. 5, helicopter operation, and the last one is ensure commanding officer are aware of the situation. So there are many situations that must be taken by the OOW. First, steering gear failure. Second, main failure engine. Then people fall into the sea. Fire, gyro compass engine. Flooding and in area of limited visibility. So in the ship, the PBA must be ready to take the right action to save the missile and the crew.
Calling commander officer during the sailing, especially at night, there is unexpected situation. The first one is vessel deviated from their planned course beyond what was allowed by commanding officer in the captain's night order books. The second one is there is uncertainty over the ship position. And the third one is the navigational mark in unexpected places and no navigational marks in the right places. So actions must be taken to prevent unexpected situation is the first one, change the vessel course and speed, land sighting through visual or detection through radar, and the last one is avoid collision using visible vessel or vessel like within less than 5 nautical miles. Next part is watch and duty. It is important to have an organization to make the officer or member acknowledge their duty. Each vessel needs to be ready at all times to perform their duties, and whether at sea or in the port, they need to be ready as critical for 24 hours a day. Process and station view system. Due to needs of ship that requires member on duty for 24/7, this system was created to help the members divide their duties, which is 5 members on duty and the other members is resting. So this table show the example of their shift for watches. This is another example for watch, which is basically what we do at middle, morning, afternoon, first dog, last dog, first, middle, and morning. Why dog? We call dog watch because so that each awareness will be shifted to one and forward every day.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Shalal Hakim Rosli, S65683. In this slide, I will continue present about watch system and condition. Watch system, in this slide, we have various type of watch system. There are 5 watch system. For first is 4 watches. 4 watches is for condition independent sea passage. Second is 3 watches. 3 watches is condition that sea passage in company with other ships and exercise. For 2 watches is divided by 2. For the first is 2 watches in 4 hours. 2 watches in 4 hours is short concentrate exercise with all threats in air, surface and subsurface. For the second is 2 watch. Okay, 2 watch is for long watch that in condition long exercise with all threats normal war states. And last, full meaning. Full meaning is in the condition that action or battle state all close up to respective station. Okay. Next is wash and station bill. Wash and station bill is a list that display the name, supervision, and duties of each member on the ship. It is displayed in a place that is easy for everyone to see. In this slide, we have some example for watch and station bill. We gather it from website. Okay, first is list. In the list, that is compulsory have name, rank, member number. Then expertise, and last question. Okay, at the area current watch position, the example of current watch position is fight flooding, fight fire, search, boarding the life raft, and people fall into the sea or man overboard. In conclusion, officer on watch is an essential role in maritime operation. The officer on watch also is the cornerstone of safety and navigation during sailing expedition. The OOW bears a great deal of responsibility as the keeper of the ship's route and a guardian against possible danger. Because of their experience and quick thinking, the OOW play a crucial part in decision making to prevent collision, grounding, and other damage. Thank you.